Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today I will be teaching you how to solve the 3x3. So I'm just gonna scramble it up real quick. It's a pretty fun tutorial if you know how to, if you want it. It's gonna be pretty easy. So I scrambled up. You can follow along if you want. So first we're gonna look for all the cross pieces. So we found orange. Well, we're gonna find all of them and match it up to yellow. So and I think you can do this. Go as slow as I can go. Okay, so once you get a daisy on the top, you want it down here. So we're going to find something that matches. We didn't find anything, so we turn it. And then here something matches, white, red, and red. So then we turn it up. You can do that for anything. Now we turn again. Now we found two matches, white, orange, and white, blue, and blue. So we're going to turn that too. So it go down to here. And now we found, and then we have just one more pair, so we turn it so we can match it up. Turn it down. And then we have the white cross. Ignore any other piece. Just you have that, and it's all matched up kind of like this. Yeah. Okay. Next, we're going to make a kind of like layer. And, okay. So we're going to make kind of like a strip layer of white. Well, like red, green, orange, and blue. And I have one, as you can see, so that's lucky. We're going to find a piece that has just like no yellow on it. Don't find any yellow pieces. We're just usually looking for these corner pieces, not these pieces, and no yellow pieces. So we're gonna look for like something like this, and it has white, blue, and orange. So it's matched up to where it needs to go already. So then we do U, R, U prime, R prime to put it in, and there we go. It's in. So now we're gonna find another one, and we found two, but they're in kind of an awkward spot. So to get one like out when it's like the white's facing towards you, you do R, U, R prime, and make sure to follow along with this. And now we find a white, orange, green, and red, and we're gonna put it in right here. So do R, U, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R. I got even more lucky. So now we're gonna find the last piece. Now we have it like this, but I want to show you a different way. If I can get it. No, not this way. There we go. So we have another way. This is the third way and the last way for this. It's kind of like the white facing this way. Make sure to put it in where it needs to go. And then do R, U, R prime. And make sure to write these down these algorithms. So now we need to make a full strip on the second layer. And the method I'm using is called CFOP. I'll explain it at the end of the video. So yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna put in an orange and blue first. So we're gonna find the orange and blue piece, unless it's put in already. Just find a piece, and you might have it like this. So match it up with the corresponding color. So I have a blue and orange. If you put in like this, it's gonna put in the opposite way we want it. So we have blue and orange. So we want to put the orange. It could also be blue. Like if it's flipped, and you put it blue over there and orange right here. But we have the orange variation, I guess. So we're going to put the orange so it matches up with the colors, and then do U, R, U prime. Wait, no, that's a U. R, U prime, and then turn the cube like this, and do R. Well, no, that's an L prime, U prime, and then L, and that's put in. And so we're gonna look for another piece, and we have a different version this time. So I found a green and orange. I matched it up, and then this time it's going in left. So this time it's not like this, but like this. So match it up, and then do U prime, L prime, U prime, L, U, turn the cube, R, U, R prime. And there you go, matches up. And now we're going to do one last one. Now there's a different version where it's kind of like this, where it's in the correct spot, but it's flipped. So how are we going to get it out? So you can do any side, but I recommend the right side because it's the fastest way. So do R, U, R prime, U prime. Flip it like this. Do L, U prime, L. And now we have this version, so we're gonna do U, R, U prime, no, just U, R prime, U prime, flip it, L prime, U prime, L. And now we got 2 layers done. So now we're gonna work on the top layer. So we're gonna get it so the top is soft. So to do that, there's a few methods for this. First one is you have an L. So if you have an L, do this is the new move we have, guys. So do do F, which is face, F, U, R, U prime, R prime, and then U. No, that's F prime actually. Now we have kind of thunderbolt kind of thing, or like an arrow or something. Go find the one that has it like this, where it's kind of like yellow points out instead of on the left side. So and if you have this, you do L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U prime 2, do U prime 2, and then do L, and then you'll come to this where there's a fish logo, and then and then you're almost done. You're so close. So to do the fish logo kind of thing, do R, U, R prime, U, R, and then U2, and then do an R, and then you're almost done, but not yet, because what if you have a different method? For example, this fish logo, where instead the yellow is not facing that. So go to the back where the yellow on the left is facing, and do R, U, 2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. And then you'll get to it again. Actually, it's R prime, but okay. And now I'm gonna have to show you another method. Where it's kind of like a hammer, and there's 2 versions of the hammer, where the yellow are facing this way, or the yellow are facing this way. So if the yellow are facing to the left and right, and you have the hammer and you're facing the front, then do this. Turn to the left side and do L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, and then U prime 2, and then put it down, and then do an L actually, and then you're back to here again. There's another one where it's this version of the hammer. So this time the yellows are facing forward. So just go to the where the yellows are facing forward and do L prime, U prime, L prime, U prime. Well, actually, wait, that's an L, U prime, L prime, U prime 2, and then L, and then you're here again. But there's another method, if I can find it. Okay, where you have a cross this time. And there's two versions of the cross, where there's a yellow and a yellow facing this way, and a yellow and a yellow and a yellow facing this way. But I have a different version where there's a yellow and a yellow facing this way when it's on the left side, like when you're right here, and then a yellow and a yellow facing this way. So, personally, this is what I do. I go to the left side and then do R, U, R prime, U prime, R. Wait, redo that. R, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, U2, and R. Now, there's another one. Not like this. Not like that. Not like that. If I can get it. And I got a lucky one. I mean, if you have it like this, where there's a line in the middle, if you have a line in the middle, go to any side on it. Well, the side where there's a line kind of in the middle, not like this. If you have it like that, that's not going to do anything. But if you have it kind of like this, where there's like a T, let's do this. I mean, R, F, R, let's say U, R prime, U prime, and a F prime. And then you get to here if you have that method. But we don't, yeah, okay. Just, yeah. And then we just try to get that thing again. Please get a dot. Okay, we have a dot this time. Here's a dot. Ignore anything else, unless it's a line or an L. If it was an L, then it would be like the face like this. But this, it's just a dot. Ignore that. Do F, U, R, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, and now you get to a dot, a line, and then you F, sorry, R, U, R prime, U prime, F. Then you get to here, where there's a kind of lightning bolt, R, L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U prime 2, and L. And then we're here again, where there's a fish, and do R, U. Wait, I'm not done with everything, actually. There's one more I forgot to cover. And that's, one sec, let me see if I can get it. No, don't corner twist, guys. That's kind of a dangerous thing. Okay, I got the method where we have the cross again, but this time we have the two yellows facing out. So to do that, you just go to any side you want, except where it's kind of like that. Or that. You just go to any side you want, like that has no yellows that you can see. And then do R, U, R prime, U prime. No, that's just a U, R, U2, then R prime. Then we got the fish, so do R, U, and we got the version of fish with the yellows facing out. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R. And there's a few versions for this one. We have the first version where the blue needs to go here, the green needs to go here, and the orange needs to go here. So if you have that method or version, you might not have the exact version, like it's like red and stuff. It might be a different version where and one side is solved on there. Well, technically it's 3, but just one. Face the solved side away, and then if you're going right, do the left algorithm. So do L prime 2, U prime, L prime, U prime, L, U, L, U, L, U prime, L. And then you solve the cube, but you still have a few more methods. So let me just get another method where it's kind of like this. Where and this time there's no solved sides on, like, yeah, except the yellow and white. This needs to go here. They need a switch, as you can see. So if you have it like that, you do 2 slices and like do an M prime 2 or an M2, it doesn't really matter. Then you U, another M prime 2, U, M prime 2, U, M prime 2, U, M prime 2, U, M prime 2, and then just see what you can do. Like, okay, you know, it's solved. But there's another method. Okay, so there's 2 methods for this, where the orange needs to go here, green needs to go. Okay, yeah. And just go to the side where it needs to go left, like this. So there's technically 2 methods for this. Now my method is way faster and probably easier to remember. Actually, no, it's probably not. I'll just do the easier method. Yeah, for you guys. So do 2 M primes, U, M prime 2, U, M prime 2, U, M prime. Yeah, M prime. Just like M prime. Like just turn it up. I think that's an M prime. Just let me check that's an M prime. Don't write that down yet. I will actually do it. And M prime is kind of like a little thing. Yeah. Okay, let me check. Shouldn't take me too long. Yeah, it's an M prime going up. So M prime, and then do 2 U's, M prime 2, 2 U's, M prime, just an M actually, and then yeah, you know what to do next. And then you solve the cube. But there's another method. Hooray! Wait. This time, it's like this. So it's like this, where this time it's doing the left. See, and then one side solve. So face the solve side away. Do R, R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then R prime. And you solve the cube. But that's still not the last. If you have it like this, where there's only something like this, where it's kind of like a pear, and then something in the middle, and there's nothing else, face that away. Kind of match it up with the color side, orange, then do this, L, R, prime, F, R, I didn't, that's an L, R prime, I didn't do 2 B's, so like, I pasted it up like this, and then do 2 U's, but technically, it's 2 B's, so B2, then R, U, that's not U, that's an F prime, R prime, two B2s, and two R2s. R prime 2s. R prime 2. Well, I can't even talk anymore. And now we're back to this, but there's another method. Hooray. This method, if I can do it, it's just pretend there's nothing here. Pretend there's no pairs, nothing. If you have no pairs, just do the algorithm I just told you to do. And then you'll have a pair, face the pair away from you, put in a color scheme. Do the algorithm. Do the next algorithm, what you have to do. It could be like this, where it needs to be switched. It could be anything else. Just do that. If I need to switch these two, and then you turn it like that, and bam, you can solve the cube now. And there's way more advanced algorithms. I don't know them all though. So see you guys next time. Oh, and I think I'll try to put a link of like how to solve the three. There's like multiple 3x3 algorithms. So see you guys next time.